Tom, how long have you been in Springfield?
I moved in 2002.
Couldn't get here fast enough.
No, I was born in Denver, but I grew up on the East Coast. And my whole career prior to 2002 was a stone's throw from I-95. I just worked my way south, starting in Maine, where I went to college, and then down to Connecticut, New York. I think I skipped Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and basically almost every state, until I ended up in Washington, D.C. for 10 years. And then suddenly we took a hard right and came out here.
When did you start your company?
The company was founded in 1999, so back on the East Coast. And that's why most of our clients were East Coast, so I could kind of hide under a rock here.
We look forward to your presentation. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, let me just get set up here. I have a couple of things to get organized about. I thought I had this great idea that why don't I show you guys what it's like to come into the NSI store.
Gee, where did you get that from? What an original idea.
I woke up with it.
Oh, he's going to take his coat off too.
Where them dollars at?
What a Denver omelet.
Well, a lot of people, they don't know what we do, so I thought this would be a good illustration. Okay, open for business, Noel.
Hi, I'm Noelle Wright with Pack and Ship Plus, and I need online marketing help.
Well, sure, what'll it be? We have search marketing, mobile marketing, social marketing, and email marketing. In fact, we've got everything you need. Oh, thank you. We've got everything you need except we don't carry stamps.
Well, at Pack and Ship Plus, I've got postage. But as a small business, you know that I need the most help in the least amount of time on the smallest budget. So what do I do?
Well, Noel, I'm glad you brought that up. In fact, why don't you have a seat in the NSI dining hall with all my other BNI friends, and we can have a real heart-to-heart chat about online marketing challenges facing small businesses.
That sounds outstanding.
It is outstanding, isn't it?
Thank you very much. So, you guys know that I have come here, more or less every week. I'm telling you about a new statistic. Today I was trying to explain about Taboola, and I ran out of time. It's pretty complicated. And the problem is that, as we were talking about a moment ago, yeah, our business started out on the East Coast. I mean, we work with a lot of major trade and professional associations, some household brands. Coke, Pepsi are part of the American Beverage Association. We work with them. We work with American Nurses Association. We work with major brands, but how do we work with small businesses? That's been a problem because a lot of times, as Noel said, there's not a lot of time, there's not a lot of knowledge. You're busy trying to run a million different things and wear a number of different hats, and you generally have tight budgets. So what do we do about that? Well, first of all, I've been trying to express the need, and this is a good image of what people have been calling the virtual doorway. It used to be, before social media got going, that most of the buying decisions were made within the store. You'd walk in, customer would walk in, and that was basically where the buying experience happened. But as you can see, after 2012, more than 80% of buying decisions are made before they even get into your store. And so what does this virtual doorway look like? Well, it's got 4 pillars. It's got your directory listings, what we sometimes call citations. There are 300 plus directories that you should really be listed in, and you need to know what your NAP is, your name, address, and phone number. They should all match and be coherent across the different directories. And if you do that, you're not going to just get the people that happen to go to those directories. You're going to get inbound links, which Google considers to be link relevancy. There's also your reputation. What are people saying about you? Are you getting 5-star reviews? Because that's increasingly important. Your website, your web presence must be optimized for mobile. And social is, you know, it used to be a nice to have thing, but now social signals are one of the most important factors for a high website ranking. Let's talk about the 0 moment of truth. Has anyone heard of this? This is a term that Google coined not too long ago. It used to be that the moment of truth facing small businesses was when they had that in-store experience. They walked in and they had a purchase. And then following that, you had the second moment of truth, which was the follow-up after the sale. But we now know that there's also a 0 moment of truth, which is where customers are doing research online and they're already formulating opinions about you, and they are referring those opinions to other people that aren't even doing research, haven't even come into your store, don't even know anything about you, and yet these opinions are circulating around. And so one person's 0 moment of truth gets passed on. Now, what have we tried to do at NSI to try to make this easier for you? Well, you know, in the past I've talked about marketing GPS. That's our brand of low-cost information services for people out there who just need to know what's going on. In addition to that, you know, many of you, I've sat down with you, we've come up with work plans, tutorials, time blocking, spreadsheets, best practices assessments, checklists. All of this we've provided free just to try to help educate you folks on these major changes, the seismic shift that is happening. But the main problem that we've had is that, and one other, this snapshot report is new. Some of you have gotten this from me, and if any of you want one today, just give me your card, and that's another free service from NSI to help you understand where you are. This will provide to you a dashboard that will give you very good information on where you stand on those 4 pillars of your virtual doorway. But to pay to play is often $1,000 a month or more. And that's just beyond people's budget. So often we've basically worked with that by just saying, you know, we'll help you out, we can do a one-time project here or there. But if you have a small budget, you really have to do a lot yourself. However, we've had a breakthrough. We've created a new dashboard that is phenomenal. And it cuts the cost of this tremendously. So it puts it in range of everyone in this room. We have a Do It For Me plan now for just $497 a month. It's a package solution that includes reputation, online marketing, and also your website, and even gives you a mobile site and things like that. We have a Do It With Me plan, which is even cheaper, $297 a month, and that involves everything except for the reputation. The reputation stuff is a little bit more, so we reserve that for the other plan. And we even have a $99 a month plan, which allows you to just do it yourself. You get all of the information on the dashboard, and I will still help with you. We'll still generate work plans. We'll still sit down together and figure out your strategy. So I wanted to tell you guys about this. If anyone wants more information, we have with a mobile website and some other things. I have in my storefront here. We don't really have a store, actually. We have an office in Old Colorado City. But if anyone is more interested in that, Noelle was going to help me by passing around these forms, and I do have a special value today. It's a today-only special, but it will cut the cost of this down by another $297. So if any of you know someone who would like to sign up for a 6-month plan we've already cut the cost in half, we'll cut the cost in half again. Or if it's a do it with me plan, that'll take 1 month, or a do it for me plan, that'll be 2.5 weeks off that. Tom McClintock, NSI Partners. Thanks very much.